sister is destroying her stepkids and I just told their mother everything? I'm not going to sugarcoat this. My sister is awful. She's selfish, cruel, and she genuinely thinks the world revolves around her. But the worst part? She's a monster to her stepchildren. 3 years ago, she married this guy who's honestly a complete pushover. He has 2 kids, a 10-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son. And from day one, my sister has done nothing but complain about them. She says the little boy is gross because he slurps when he drinks or gets stains on his clothes. He's 6 years old. That's what kids do. That's literally just being a child. But it's the way she treats the 10-year-old girl that really makes my blood boil. She's jealous of her. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've caught her taunting this little girl, telling her that daddy loves her more. A grown woman telling a child that. It's sick. I've tried talking to her about it so many times, but nothing ever changed. So at Christmas, I finally called her out in front of everyone. She was going on and on about how nice it would be to have the kids there, and I just snapped. I said, "Why? You hate them." This was right after she'd been bragging to her friends about how her husband spent more money on her than he did on his own daughter. A huge fight broke out. My parents immediately came down on me, told me I was out of line. But my cousins, they backed me up. They started listing off every horrible thing they'd witnessed her do, every cruel comment, every petty mean moment. Her husband, of course, defended her, said she was a wonderful stepmother, that the kids loved her, and I told him that was a lie. I told him I'd consoled those kids myself, more times than I could count after she taunted them. After she made them feel small and unwanted in their own father's house, they left. We haven't spoken since. A few weeks later, I was out running errands, and I ran into the kids with their mother. I'd never actually met her before. We got to talking, decided to grab coffee while the kids played. She seemed really nice, genuinely kind. At some point, she asked me how her children behaved when they were with their dad. I told her they were wonderful, sweet kids. And then, I don't know, something in me just broke. I told her everything, every terrible thing my sister had said, every cruel moment I'd witnessed, how their father just stood by and did nothing. By the time I finished, she looked horrified. She told me the kids had said they didn't like my sister, but she'd always assumed it was just because she was the new woman in their dad's life. Normal adjustment stuff. She said whenever she asked them directly, they never really opened up. They never told her how bad it actually was. Then I told her the worst part. I told her my sister had said to that 10-year-old girl, to her face, that it would be better if she just disappeared from her father's life. Her mother saw red. She asked me, point blank, if I'd be willing to testify. She said this was completely unacceptable, and she was taking their father back to court. I said yes, absolutely. I told her I'd recount everything I saw, and that my cousins would too. They'd witnessed just as much as I had. She thanked me. She was shaking, but she thanked me. Word got back to my parents, and then to my sister, and now they're all calling me the biggest traitor on the planet. They say I betrayed family, that I threw my sister under the bus on a whim. My phone won't stop ringing, the messages won't stop coming, but those kids didn't ask for any of this. They didn't ask for a stepmother who resents their existence, who tells them they're not wanted, who makes them feel like they're the problem. So I told the truth, and now everything is about to blow up.